Hi friends, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to day 3 of the Ugly Art Club's 5-minute challenge. Starting off with a Crink alcohol marker in a bright pink. It has a nice fat tip that makes really fun marks. If you've been enjoying watching these challenges each day, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below if you have any questions regarding supplies or my process. Going a little bit slower today, I'm not being as confident with my decisions. This is an artist tape from Dick Blick. I wanted to cover up that masking tape that I used the day before to adhere that circle on the other side. That paint marker is not drying very fast, so I'm coming in with my heat gun just so that I'm able to work over it a little bit better. Scribbling now with my pencil. I think this is a good way for me to loosen up. It allows me to be a little bit freer with my work, getting some marks just on that page. I like this deli paper that I'm about to put on. I've made marks on it ahead of time. It's nice that it is translucent on the page and just the marks show. I want to create some other collage elements on this side. I think sometimes when you get stuck, it's just good to take some scraps and start putting them on the page. I like to try to pull out a few scraps ahead of time. This allows me to have something that I can choose from. Otherwise, I feel like I'm digging in my stash too much. And sometimes I then get overwhelmed with too many decisions and too many choices. So it's nice just to pull out a few of them at the beginning. I want to create some focal points on the page. This is a black China marker. I think something that's really great to start to learn and to practice is going over your work, not being afraid to cover up what you did in the previous step. I think sometimes we can think things are too precious, that we don't want to mess anything up. But if we are a little bit more fearless and we can cover up those stages, I think we can create some really beautiful art from that. And it goes the other way too. It allows us to try something new and see if it works, and if we don't like it, that's okay. We can cover it up just as easily. Sorry, my camera keeps going in and out of focus here. Not quite sure what's going on there. This is a Posca paint marker, making some repetitive art marks. Repetitive art marks are definitely one of my favorite things to add. I find them so calming to create as well. I've reached the end of my 5 minutes, but I'm not entirely happy with the way that my spread looks. I'm reevaluating, looking at it here, seeing what comes into my mind, what can I do to get this page to a place that I'm happy with. I'm deciding that it might be best to set my 5-minute timer again. Otherwise, I could tweak this page for way too long. Putting another time limit on it helps me in the regard that I have that sense of urgency. I want to be confident in my decisions and not take too much time to second guess them. I like that bold tape on the left-hand side, so I'm bringing in those elements on the right side of the page. Sometimes when I don't know what to do, I think it's best just to repeat some of the elements that you've already done. I didn't love that Sharpie pink that I had come in with, so I'm going back to that paint marker that I used at the beginning, that Crink alcohol marker, and bringing some of those art marks to the top layer. Again, hitting that with the heat gun just to let it dry a little bit. Another reason I like to use my heat gun is it allows me time to look at my project and evaluate where I want to go next. What I had done with the China marker wasn't sticking out as much as I thought I wanted it from one of the previous steps. So this is a Crink black marker here. I'm not sure I'm in love with where this spread has gone, but I think it's okay to just experiment and play a little bit. Not every page has to be our absolute favorite. It's a hard concept for me to grasp. I really want to excel in what I do, but I don't think we can learn and grow and experiment unless we're willing to fail a little bit, and quote unquote fail. I still like this page. It just isn't one of my favorites. I can tell by looking at it that maybe it's a little bit overworked and I struggled with it more. For me, when I look back at pages, I remember the feeling that I had when I made it. So looking back at this page, I remember that things did not come as naturally and I was really second guessing myself. And I was not getting this to a place that I absolutely loved. Making some repetitive marks with some white paint, using my paintbrush to make even marks across my page. Looking back at this now, I can tell that I was thinking too much, taking a lot of time in between each mark and really contemplating where I wanted things to go. Not that I don't think about things normally, I do, but usually I have more just of a split reaction to things and try to act on those instincts. But that's alright. Not every day that we create art is going to be our best day. I think if we just keep learning and growing, we're going in the right direction. All right, well, I think I've gotten this pretty much to a place that I'm happy with it. Again, not my favorite, but I am happy with the way that it turned out. And I think any time in the studio is a good time. I've reached the end of my 10 minutes. And here's a closer look at today's art journal spread. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day.